Finally, I read Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson, and it's an interesting book. And I recommend you to read that once in a life because in that book you will see the every aspect of Steve Jobs, from sadness to happiness, from skyrocket successful entrepreneur to nothing in hand at one night after the firing from Apple CEO. And in that book, author conducted the interview of everyone, like from Paul Lawrence to Mike Markula, and from Steve Wozniak to Bill Gates. So everything in that book is described in deeply, and I like that book. And here I come with top 7 point from this book, and let's talk about it. The first point, the first point is about intuition. In most of time, Steve Jobs found that intuition is powerful things above all, and yes, it will help him to build a company like Apple, Pixar, and next. Once Steve Jobs told that if you act like you can do that by intuition, then you will do, and yes, it will definitely work. This is about first point. Now talk about second point. Great artist still. Steve Jobs once said, Picasso had saying, good artists copy, but great artists steal. We have always been shameless about stealing great ideas. Yes, we steal Xerox UI, but we never feel any shameless. Xerox is sitting on gold mine, but they cannot know how to turn silicon into gold. That's why good execution is as important as a good idea. The third point, binary view, which I like the most about this book. The key aspect of Jobs' worldview was his binary way of seeing world. Like according to Steve Jobs, people work either the best or the worst. Your product must be good or it's a city. There is a many impossible product which is you think this is not possible to make. But remember one thing, you did the impossible because you didn't realize it was impossible. The fourth point, Apple believe in simplicity is the ultimate sophisticated. Apple work to end user experience. Apple firstly invent product, design product, and it's also focus on marketing, execution and everything. Apple also focus on packaging because once Apple's first investor Mike Markula said people do judge a book by its cover. So that's why from the packaging side of point of view, the Steve Jobs is also focusing on the color, design and how it's the give the user based view about Apple's product. Fifth, storyteller. Steve Jobs believed that the most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller set the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation that is to come. And he continued to develop his storytelling skill. And its a result is Apple. He told that nobody is eager for lecture. Everybody loves a story. And that's why in the Stanford speech, Steve began with, today I want to tell you 3 stories of my life. That's it. No big deal, just a 3 story. That's it. And it's a very good speech. I recommend you to at once just listen. That speech is also available on YouTube. Steve also banned the PowerPoint during his product review because Steve believed if you know about that product, you know about that services, you don't need any presentation. You can express your presentation by just saying. That's why Steve Jobs believe in storytelling. The sixth point, do what you love. According to Steve Jobs, that you can't come with new innovation and existing product unless you are inspired yourself and passionate about moving the society forward. People with passion can change the world for the better place, and life is too short for living someone else's dream. So if you haven't found your passion, keep looking, don't settle. And here is the last point, which is from Steve Jobs' legacy in the last chapter, which I like the most. So I will talk about that's his some own word. Once, like in interview, uh, Steve Jobs said, "Some people say give the customer what they want, but that's not Apple's approach. Our job is to figure out what they are going to want before they do." And he quoted, I think Henry Ford once said, "If I had asked customer what they want, they would have told me a faster horse." So people don't know what they want until you show it to them. That's why Steve Jobs never rely on the market research. And further, it talk also about entrepreneur. So, who is true entrepreneur? So, according to Steve Jobs, I hate it when people call themselves entrepreneur. When they are really trying to do is launch a startup, then sell it or go public so they can cash in and move on. You build a company that will still stand for something a generation or decade. That's what Walt Disney, Harold Packard, and the other people who built Intel. They created a company to last, not just to make money. And that's what I want Apple to be. And here the Steve Jobs, the famous quote written by himself. They pushed the human race forward. And he quoted, while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. And thank you for watching this video.